Hey guys, this video is about a 2006 Honda Odyssey, and we will be replacing the window regulator in this Honda Odyssey. It's pretty easy job. What we got to do, we have to remove 1 and 2 screws. Once these 2 screws are out, we remove this, we remove this, then we're gonna pull this panel out. Once we have the panel out, we can have access to the windows regulator, and it's secured by size 10 bolts in there. And usually these regulators go bad when the line or the string breaks in them, and then they don't pull the window up or down, pull or push it down. So we're going to start the process. Like I said, first we're going to do is to remove this Phillips screws. Let's go ahead and do that. Once these screws are out, you pull this thing out, and there's a blue connector. You press on that and it should come out. Also there's a brown one, press on it and it should come out. So we take this one out. The next is this one. Pull it out. You can take this thing out from here. This is out. Next thing you gotta do is to hold from the edges and pull this thing out. The speaker wires, we're going to disconnect those. And now the whole panel is out. Let me show you what we're working with. There are a few screws over here, the bolts. We lose this one, this one comes out of there. And right here is the motor that's being held. And then we have these 2 that are secured. So we're going to remove all those and pull this baby out. So we open up this number 10. We just lose this one. And these 3 here, they hold the motor, so we're going to open up these as well. And for this we're going to use a plier, push it in, or even with the hand we can do it. And right here we have the connectors, and we're going to disconnect. And that's simply just pressing this. It comes out. I'm using this tool to take out these connectors. Fits under it and just pulls it out. Bring the window down. I'm going to show you why. We have to open up these 2 screws over here, and behind them you see there are 2 holes. Right there where my fingers are pointing, we're going to bring this glass down, and it also has 2 number 10 bolts that we're gonna open, and then we can take out the whole regulator out. So let's go ahead and do that. bring the window down a little bit. And now those two bolts are visible to me. All I gotta do is to open them up. So that's that. Now we're gonna take out the regulator. Both gonna lift it up. And you usually see this is the wire that breaks, and that's why it stops working. And now we're going to replace it with the other one. So now we want to put the new one in. From the bottom. So we take out the connectors from here. Put one first, then put the other one in. They both are here. So what we did, we put it in, we aligned the top two screws, we aligned the motor screws, and so it sits over there. So right there I need to make the connection right here. Tied up one of the nuts over here, then I move to the next one. So one is in, and we put the other one in. So the big thing is, once you put this bolts in, you got to make sure your window sits right from both sides. If it's right, then you got to tighten up all these screws and you're good to go. But first you got to make sure when you put these bolts on, your window is sitting right from this side and from this side. So here's the thing, once you align all the screws, the bolts, they should go in. Sometimes you see the shaft is straight. You got to bend it a little bit to fit in right, so bend a little bit is going to fit right. And if these holes don't align, then you got to bend the shaft a little bit, because from the factory it comes a little bit straight. So bend it a little bit and it's going to fit right. So let's test everything's working right. So bring the window down. Comes down good. bring it up. It goes up good, so it's good. So what we're gonna do now is to just put everything back together. Connect the speaker with the speaker. And then you gently put everything back. Fits. So we connect this handle. Alright guys, we're done with this job. It was a pretty straightforward job. I hope it would help somebody. With that being said, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you so much. Take care and bye-bye.